There's a comedian I saw the other day that did the whole special like this with it on his chin.
Wait, who?
Some comedian.
Oh.
I think Gary Goldman. He was like super depressed for a while.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if this was like just something that he did. But he just kept it on his chin and I was like, is that resting on his chin? And it was the whole time.
Dude, does it feel good?
Not really. But maybe it was just like something that made him feel comfortable.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. That's kind of hard to do a special like that.
Just the whole time. I mean, sometimes he'd take it out, but for the most part, he was just like on his chin. He was just talking like this.
You know, Dave was telling me that some mics are supposed to be like basically eaten.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to just.
That's what I was thinking. Because it didn't sound bad at all, but it's so close to your face. And that's how like a lot of podcasts are. You're supposed to have it just literally in your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't do that though.
Hi. I'm just kidding.
It sounds pretty good. Say it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really an audio engineer, so it's also just kind of, I guess, people's style. Just what they like to, do.
You telling me you didn't spend years in audio school in northern New Hampshire studying frequencies of waves?
No, not really.
How microphones pick up the sound uttered.
And then they travel through this chord and somehow re-record it into ones and zeros, and then that somehow gets recorded onto that camera and it somehow gets played back.
Yes.
Isn't that weird? Technically video is nothing but just a bunch of photos. So technically there's no such thing as video.
And video makes more mental sense than audio does. How does it go through a wire?
How does it go through a wire and gets captured in literally ones and zeros? That's everything.
Yep.
Like that is what is the sound, what is the breakup of this? Like, could you just make that up
so
into like
many zeros?
It's like 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, or it's not even, it's like, yeah, there's no twos.
It's just
I said
Morse
twos.
code for clap.
Yeah, but how, yeah, exactly. What is the code for clap? But clap in this room.
I don't know. I'm sure it changes.
But like, are claps basically similar?
We're not audio engineers, Anto. How could I tell you that?
I don't know.
I can't honestly say that to our spectators. Reporting live from the X Games in Aspen.
Alright, we're gonna get really into the podcast now. We're gonna start off with Tesla. You see that freaking truck? What do you think about it?
Dude, this is so...
It belongs in Halo.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a Warthog. You could mount a turret on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't like look awful if you're not trying to drive it around.
According to the internet, you either hate it or love it. There's like no middle ground. I either see people that say, I like this and I'm really stoked for it, or I hate it. And guess who likes it? Joe Rogan. He said he's down to buy it and he's down to be a douche to save the earth. Or he didn't say douche, but he's like, I'm down to just get on board and save the earth.
It looks gigantic.
Yeah.
It looks super wide, like a tractor trailer
Right.
wide. And like I can't even see it being aerodynamic.
You know what's weird is that there's such angles that it looks like the angles are so old school to me that it doesn't look futuristic. It actually looks like, I mean, I know it looks futuristic, but the angles are so, they're like not complex to do.
It's like a car from Back to the Future.
Right. Well, I don't know about that. But yeah, I mean,
Levitating skateboards.
yeah, and then the whole just them breaking the glass was so funny.
I never watched that video because I knew how awkward I was gonna feel for him.
Oh man!
And I just wouldn't put myself through that because it's, dude.
He's like, oh yeah. Elon's like, oh yeah, we have unbreakable glass, and then he doesn't even look like he throws it hard, and he just shatters it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh whoa, well let's do the other one. And they do it.
Oh no.
And then they pull out a quad, like an electric quad, just out of nowhere. Like, how much is a quad? Is it for sale? Do we get to buy it? Is it separate? I don't know.
Dude, if it came with 30,000 plus quad, I'd get that truck too.
You just spend 40 G's on a quad and get a free truck.
Yeah, quad included, can split into 2 dirt bikes, just like the Batmobile.
I always like to think about that sometimes, that you spend, like, let's say you spend $2,000 on something really random, and then you get the rest for free. Like, let's say you buy, like, you know, I don't know, whatever it is, like a car, you know? You'd be like, oh, I bought this steering wheel for $40,000 and the rest is free.
That's a good way to look at it.
It's obviously not real or it's not legitimate or even rational, but sometimes I just think about that. Like, you know, you're paying for rent. It's like, oh, I just spent, you know, $2,000 on food, but everything else is free.
Yeah, that's solid. That's
$2,000 for internet, but everything else is free.
It's a bargain.
Yeah.
That's a good way to think about it. I mean, it definitely takes the heaviness out of whatever it is you're buying. You know, $40,000 isn't a joke. Even, you know, a couple grand.
You can even like, you could be like, oh, I bought $60 worth of laces, but I got the shoes for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Something weird.
Yeah. Spent $200 on rollerblade bearings. Rollerblades thrown in. How gay is rollerblading, by the way?
Dude, I used to rollerblade, so super gay.
Dude, rollerblade. There are some people.
Dude, get the rollerblade. Show it to the audience.
There are some people that are disgusting at rollerblade.
Ladies and gents, today's episode is sponsored by. What's the brand? Rollerblade.
The brand is, dude, you know rollerblades, that was the brand. It's not like a thing.
Oh, what?
Rollerblade is a brand that created this.
Holy
and now
crap,
everyone
really?
just calls it the rollerblades because they're the first one to do it.
Dude, I thought they were literally called rollerblades. What is this thing? What is this about? Is this
a boost?
You lace them up this way? No.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But try and
pull it back.
It just clicks back.
Dude, that is weird.
How are you supposed to do this?
Dude, what is...
Oh yeah, it does. And then it just clicks back. Oh my god.
Dude, they're fast. Dude, how fast could you go on these things?
Dude, these were not what we were rocking back in the day. I can promise you that. This is high quality god. This is $200 worth of bearings.
Do you think you could rollerblade today?
Oh yeah.
Oh
dude,
yeah.
The hardest thing about rollerblading was what it did to your shins.
Your shins?
You didn't.
Oh yeah, dude, because you would lean forward in the like the tongue of the.
Yeah, this thing would move to the right. And then it would just be you and this dagger on the corner. And you'd be like, dude, why are my shins bleeding? You're like, I rollerbladed today.
Oh my god, dude. What is... I wish I knew what that thing was. It just says push. Like there are buttons?
No, it pulls the string. Keep pulling it. Keep pulling it more.
Oh, you're right, dude. Weird.
And then it goes. And then there's a way to unplug it. But look at these space
you do that,
boots.
And it just unleashes.
These are so futuristic.
Yeah, dude, those are kind of gnarly.
Yeah, these are crazy. This is like a ski boot, snowboard boot with levitation beneath it.
Wait, what was the purpose? Let me Google that.
Why doesn't everyone wear rollerblades? You know what my friend told me in college?
Dude, you're just shopping in the mall and you're
ripping.
Your Black Friday.
Dude, that would have been awesome. My friend said in college, he's like, what if whenever we went outside, everyone was just running at the highest speed they could to their next destination? Like everyone just is ripping to their next class. Like,
Okay, so it says rollerblades were first ever created, having introduced by the first polyurethane boot and wheels, whereas active brake technology and the first heel brakes, and this made it easier for the user to stop. I mean, I don't know. This is when. Oh, I guess this is when were rollerblades invented.
The first rollerblades.
I wrote why were rollerblades invented, but I don't know. History of rollerblades.
Dude, that's dangerous.
Yeah. These
just don't seem like. Does one only have the brake, or do they both have it? No, I guess it's only one.
Yeah.
What?
You're just going like 50. It's just burning this rubber.
This whole back thing snaps off and you're just in it. Do you think you get speed wobbles?
I don't know, dude. Well, actually, yeah, because I feel like I'm so used to snowboarding, I forget, or you've kind of freak out knowing that your toes are loose. So then your toes start wiggling and you're just like, you're gone.
Your ankles.
And then you just do like a split and you're just done.
You can get destroyed in rollerblading. Oh, who's the fastest person that's ever been on? What's the fastest recording speed on rollerblades?
Alright, let's see.
It's something whack. It's
Fastest
like 17 miles an hour.
Speed on. Oh, dude, right here. Fastest speed inline skates. Dude, 77.47 miles per hour from this guy, Sandro Bovo from Italy. Damn.
77 miles an hour.
77.47.
Dude,
he was bombing Brazil.
You can jump
on February 21st, 2016.
You can jump a bridge at that speed. Dude, that's going 77 miles an hour.
Yep,
Your
124
starts
kilometers.
to shake at that freaking speed.
What?
Your steering wheel shakes at that speed.
Oh, man.
And your ankle's not breaking?
Dude, that's... Yeah, exactly.
You're cooking. So I wonder if skis are... I mean, you must have been going faster on skis.
Fastest speed on skis?
Skis must have been like 100.
Dude, 160. Oh, 158.4 miles per hour. Holy crap. And again, another guy from Italy. Let's go.
Dude, all the boys are holding it down for the weirdest sports in the world.
Oh, dude.
It does make sense. We're obsessed with speed. We invented the Ferrari.
Yeah,
the
it's true.
We rip.
Yeah.
Hot leather.
Yeah. One pump trunk. Super fast. Let's go.
Super quick. Don't need it, but potent. Potent as can be.
Filled to the gills.
Yeah, dog.
But anyway, yeah, the Tesla sucks. I'm not a fan of it. I can't really get behind it. I want a Tesla, I do, but I just can't get that truck. So I'm gonna stick with the Tacoma.
It's an ugly truck. It's a really ugly truck.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. I don't know if they were trying to be like too futuristic, or
yeah,
or if they.
I don't know if it was just for fun or what, but yeah, it's weird. It's just a weird. It's just not for this time. But again, I think people just love it or hate it, and
maybe it's the aerodynamics.
It's weird, and like the trunk just like slides up. I don't know. It's weird. I guess it's like really big and.
It's an odd machine, and it, like the wheels, like it just looks like it's so long. Like the wheels are literally at the front bumper and at the back bumper.
Yeah.
Like there's no space.
Yeah, and you can like I guess you can lift the truck like up and down. It's got like hydro, or not hydro, aerodynamic, whatever.
They should have gone crazier. They should have put like not. You remember the wheels that you talked about like way back in the day that they invented for the military that was made of hexagons?
Oh yeah, I saw those before. Or I saw those recently, rather.
Shouldn't have put on air-filled tires. Should have gone all out. Should have just made a beast of a vehicle. What if they get a military contract?
Dude, that's what this guy said. I was watching like the comments because I'm watching on YouTube, and one of the comments was like, "Dude, they try to build a tank."
They basically did it. I still don't understand why it's an unshatterable glass and bulletproof doors.
Yeah.
What's happening? Is this an apocalypse vehicle?
I mean,
why is Elon so nervous?
He's trying to get it going in LA. LA's gangsters.
He's tripping about AI, and I don't know. Did you see that video the other day of like it's fake, it's CGI, but it's like the Boston Dynamics robot or something like that, where it's.
You got
like,
the gun?
You're shooting a target, and
yeah.
it stays on the target after it gets like kicked. Like, oh my god, we're dead.
Yeah. Dude, those things scare me. Like the real ones scare me because they're not even doing anything. They just do like backflips, and you're like, oh my god, this thing's gonna just be like.
Again, dude, yeah. When
we're on rollerblades, like no.
When you can't see, they're going so fast you can't see them without a stroke. I kind of think that's a crazy statistic, though. You know how fast something has to go.
Are you telling me you can see a cheetah hunting you? Could you see a cheetah hunting you?
You can see a cheetah run at you.
No, you could not.
Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, if it's way out there, but if it's like mauling you from the side, no way. You're getting mauled.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can't see it. Like, if I'm looking at a field, you know how... Dude, something has to go so fast. You can see shooting stars, my dog. Yeah, and you're telling me you need a strobe light for that?
Yeah, because it's so far. Alright, so wait. Fastest speed
dude,
eyes can see.
It's like 6 million miles an hour.
Okay, this is it. MIT revealed that the brain can process and interpret images presented to the eyes for as little as 13 milliseconds. 8 times faster than what researchers had thought in the past, which they thought was 100 milliseconds.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Let's see how
Break
fast.
Break that down into miles per hour.
How fast is 13 milliseconds?
In miles per hour.
It literally says in miles per hour. That's so funny. Miles per millisecond? Alright, so I don't know.
A millisecond is 1/1000th.
Wait, hold on.
Of a second.
Wait.
60 times 6.
Oh, okay. So... nope. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. 13 in mph. No, it's just not working, man. Dude. It just says millimeters per millisecond and then miles per hour.
It's unbelievably fast.
13.
So fast. Nothing goes that fast. Not even light.
Dude. Just says, yeah. I don't know. It can't really. Your brain. It just says your brain is faster than you think. Yeah.
You imagine seeing that in, like, you're in a dark room or something, and the lights just start flashing, and at the end of the corridor you see that dog. And it blinks and it's there, yeah. And then it blinks again and it's there, and then it blinks again and it's right in your face and then you're dead.
Okay, so how fast would an object have to go to be invisible to the human eye? And according to this, it says 1/250th of a second.
This is too specific.
Okay, this is it. Look at this. The final result. So in order for the ball to be invisible, it would need to cross 70 meters in 1/250th of a second. That's 17,500 meters every second. Or, get this, 38,146 miles per hour.
That's faster than the spin of the Earth.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Dude,
the Earth is spinning at like 20,000.
What? I thought it was like 80. How fast is it? Earth spinning.
Clack those keys, boy.
It just says 1,000 miles per hour. The speed of the Earth's rotation is about 1,000. Yeah.
So definitely not 20,000.
I thought it was like 10,000. But this is not 38,000 miles per hour.
Dude.
So I guess you could see a cheetah.
Oh, shit.
You can see anything.
No shit.
Oh, of course you can see a cheetah, but what I'm saying is like, they're probably going to hunt you before you know what's happening. If you could see it, then yeah, of course, but they're going to hunt you.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Who said strobes needed to be seen for these? There's no... That has to be so fast.
How do we get to this?
It would be so fast that every time it runs in a field, there would be fire in that trail. What just happened?
Dude.
Just like a cartoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it reminds me of those cartoons. Yeah. So, how fast could rollerblades really go?
So, yeah.
Dude, you have to make such industrial strength steel and wheels. Your wheels would have to be so big because you're just burning the rubber or polyurethane.
What was that? Was it a video on skateboard wheels when they like push it up against, I don't know, something that's rotating and it like expands and then explodes?
Yeah.
That's what happened to this.
Yeah, I think that was that. I think I've seen that. I think when they're spinning wheels so fast that it just goes like.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Yeah.
All that rubber.
Yeah.
It's tough rubber, dude. This stuff.
That kind of reminds me of like how much of a wheel do you think gets lost every airplane landing? Like 5%? No, like 1%?
No.
1%? Dude, a lot of smoke comes off an airplane when it lands.
Yeah, but those things are also super thick and.
How much tires does an airplane?
How many fractions of tire wheel?
How much of a
It's
tire
destroyed.
is lost
This is a good question for
during
Nick.
airplane landing?
Yeah, because it's a lot. You could really just ask how often do plane tires need to be changed.
How many landings do you know? How many? Let's see.
Because if it's a ton.
It says airplane tires don't explode on landing because they're pumped. Stupid title.
Thanks. What was that? Was that a Vox.com article?
Oh, Wired.
Dude. Wired. How many articles go underneath the bucket?
Dude, how much of the internet is just clogged with shit? So much.
A significant amount. And we're adding right to the trash heap.
Why airplanes' tires almost never have a blowout? Let's see.
Dude.
Look at this. With 500,000 pounds on a Boeing 777 coming down hard.
Hard, dude.
You'd think the tires would just explode. But they're almost never. It is a simple reason that the airliner tires are blown up to about 200 psi, or about 6 times the psi of a car tire, according to Wired. But we're on Popular Mechanics now, so.
.com?
Yep. Oh yeah.
.net, .org, .gov.
.com. So I guess it's just
stuff.
insane pressure, but I don't know. I just want to know how many tires. Let's see, how many lands does
I feel like that would be the opposite effect. I feel like you wouldn't want it blown up that much because then it would just explode on impact. Like you gotta, there has to be some give.
Yeah. Let's see.
Dude, you see how often that airplane tires need to be changed?
I know, that's what I'm looking for.
You can just figure it
A tire